Sounds interesting. How can I control the cost of these funds? There are ways through which you can affect saving and investment decisions by lenders and borrowers respectively, and consequently cost of funds in this market. Saving incentives, taxes and investment, government expenditure and budget deficits, low confidence of investors on government ability to pay its debt because of excessive spending. Let's see each of them one by one. Policy 1. Saving incentives. Taxes on interest income substantially reduces the future payoff from current saving and, as a result, reduce the incentive to save. So, a tax decrease on interest income substantially increases the incentive for household to save at any given interest rate. With the cut in interest taxes to savers, the supply of loanable funds curve shifts to the right. That is, it increases. With increase in supply, the equilibrium interest rate decreases. More supply, a lower price. At the same time, with a decrease in interest rate, the quantity demanded for loanable funds increases. Now, the borrowers have greater incentive to borrow as the cost of borrowing is low, a lower price, higher demand. So, you have seen, if a change in tax law encourages greater saving, the result will be lower interest rate and greater investment. Investment incentives. Now, suppose you decrease tax rates for companies who are investing into modern machineries. Since companies see higher future payoff because of lower in tax rate, they will have incentive to invest and hence borrow, which will result in increase in the demand for loanable funds. Shifts the demand curve to the right, results in a higher interest rate and a greater quantity saved. So, the change in tax laws which encourage greater investment will result in higher interest rate and greater saving. Policy 3. Government budget deficits and surpluses. When the government spends more than it receives in tax revenues, the shortfall is called the budget deficit. The accumulation of past budget deficits is called the government debt. Government borrowing to finance its budget deficit reduces the supply of loanable funds available to finance investment by households and firms. It results in increase in interest rates and consequently less investment. This fall in investment is referred to as crowding out. In a nutshell, the deficit borrowing crowds out private borrowers who are trying to finance investments. Let's see on demand and supply diagram. A budget deficit decreases the supply of loanable funds, shifts the supply curve to the left, increase the equilibrium interest rate, reduces the equilibrium quantity of loanable funds.